Welcome back, everybody. A former school cafeteria manager and caterer, Jason Smith, left Grayson, Kentucky to show off his culinary skills on the Food Network.
He was a viewer favorite and ended up winning Food Network star with his quirky sayings and explosive personality. Jason definitely makes his home state proud. He's currently the host of Best Baker in America on Food Network, but he hasn't forgotten us little people. He joins us today to make his lip-smacking, tongue-pleaser barbecue chicken. Welcome.
We are so glad to have you
Honey,
here.
I am tickled to be here.
Yay!
Firstly, I almost wore that exact jacket, and I'm really glad, because that would have been embarrassing.
Well, then we would have looked like twins.
Exactly.
So,
Total eclipse of the guys.
Where do you find that?
You
That's an amazing.
Honey,
I just
everywhere.
focus on that.
Everywhere. And this is, you know, I wore this one today because this is the one that everybody relates to me. This is the one that's in all of my Food Network photos. So this is the one I wanted to show off today, and I have a lot of jackets.
I have a lot of jackets. Yeah, I recognized it as soon as you walked in today because, we showed your picture. We talked about you here on our show when you won because it's so exciting.
It is, honey. It's always exciting with me, that's for sure.
That is for sure.
Now, Guy Fieri was a winner, right?
Yes.
He was a previous winner. I think he might have won the first one. And now you've won. Are you going to be the next guy? And my question is, are you going to do the spikes? Because I think you should.
Well, I'd have to get implants if I'd done the spikes.
Don't tell your secret.
They don't pay that much. Come on now.
No. We're not going that route. That's where all my colorful clothes come in.
That's right.
You know, that's what makes people remember me. That and my sayings. So.
Yes. You were definitely a fan favorite. People loved you. Did you have any idea? I mean, was it a complete shock when you won, or did you have a good feeling?
You know, I had a good feeling going into it, but it was a complete shock because you just never know what direction this stuff's going to go.
Exactly.
You just have no idea. I mean, I didn't know whether to puke or pee on myself.
I feel like that right now.
Like,
I'm really glad you said that first.
Well, honey.
So how does it work? You go in, you're obviously competing, you're staying with these people. You can't really. I mean, you could be friends, but it's at the end of the day, it's competition.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's competition, but you still become friends. I mean, all 13 of us on Food Network Star, we still talk today. You know, we try to either text or at least talk to each other at least once a week. I mean, we have our own thing going. I mean, it's just like a big family, and that's not always the case.
Yeah.
It just happened that all 13 of us clicked very well because we all were so diverse and so good in what we done that we just felt like that there was no sense in being that bitter and backstabbing, and we just didn't see any fit for it.
Yeah.
Well, you're the host of Best Baker.
No,
so,
I'm a judge.
Judge on Best Baker. I went to culinary school. I want to be a chef, and I can't bake. It's totally different than cooking. So are there any like mistakes that people make just off the top, like that people make when they're baking?
Right. In baking is such a science that, you know, most people think, oh, it's like cooking. I can just look at a recipe and add whatever I want to. No, it's not that way. You go by that recipe, make sure you're measuring, because if you don't measure, it's not going to turn out. But you can always add your twist onto it. It doesn't have to be exactly the same flavor. It doesn't have to have the same look. You can do what you want to there. But a good basic recipe that you're baking has to go by that basic recipe, or it's going to turn out looking like a cow pile. So,
and that's
but you don't want to serve that to your
That's usually what I serve up.
Really?
Yeah. But cooking is different. You can play.
Yeah. Cooking is totally different. You can play around with cooking. Cooking is one of those things that you can add a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It doesn't have to be measured exactly, but we still like you to go by those recipes as much as you can.
Okay, so we're going to talk about the Best Baker Show in just a few minutes. So first, let's get our cooking on. You're making us your lip-smacking barbecue chicken.
Lip-smacking barbecue chicken. You know, it's not always the prettiest chicken, but honey, when it gets in your mouth, it's a party, trust me. So actually what you're going to do is you're going to take a whatever size dish you want, 9 by 9. Getting your bill about, honey?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we don't want you getting none on that
I wore a
outfit.
tie for this. Are you kidding? Of course
well, that's okay. Is it a clip-on?
No, I haven't tied it.
All right, good. Okay, good. So, and then any size dish you want to. Like I said, the recipe is up on the website at WLEX.
LEX18.com. Yes, sir, you got it.
And you can follow along there, but also you're just going to put your 4 chicken breasts into your pan that has been sprayed a little salt and pepper, because you want to salt and pepper every step of your process.
Okay.
Okay, so once your chicken is in there, then in a kettle you're going to add 1 stick of butter. Yes, honey, I've got the real butter down there. So you're going to add 1 stick of butter, and then you're going to add the apple jelly.
Okay.
So we're adding the apple jelly. Then we're going to add some ketchup. You know, all good barbecue recipes usually have ketchup in them. Most people are like, oh, you should make your own ketchup. Lord, no, not when they sell it at the store. And then you're going to have a little pineapple juice because you want that little bit of acidity.
Almost like sweet and sour.
Almost like sweet and sour. And then you're going to have a half of a chopped diced white onion. Most people say, oh, cook that first. But I want those onion bits. So when you're eating it, you have a little bit of crunch.
Yeah.
And then, instead of buying all those separate ingredients, this is the neatest thing. Just buy that packet of chili seasoning mix. And if you want it hot, buy the hot chili seasoning mix.
Yeah.
But I just buy the mild. And then you just add that in so that you're not having to buy the chili powder and the cumin and the pepper and everything.
Let somebody else do the hard work for you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's already measured out. And then you just cook this on the stove until the butter's melted and the apple jelly is dissolved.
Okay.
And then you just pour it over the chicken. And you put it in the oven and let it bake for 30 to 35 minutes.
And TV magic, it's done.
TV magic, it's done. Look at that, honey. I baked it out in the green room.
It smells amazing. No joke. My
does.
mouth is watering because it smells really
You
good.
didn't have to take your bib off.
Okay.
And
I'll
so,
put it back on.
you know, and then once you get this done, this is great in the fall because most people would garnish this with, let's say, green onions or something like that. But you could shred this up also in this sauce and make a barbecue sandwich out of it and put some like bread and butter pickles or some nice coleslaw that's like a vinegar-based slaw.
You could do this in the slow cooker.
Oh,
and just let it shred out. That would be great, actually. That would be great.
But I do this in the fall, and what I like to do is I like to tear just a little bit of fresh sage and put on the top because you get that earthy fall feel because sage has that feel to us. We think of sage as being more in the fall with Thanksgiving coming up.
Yeah. Oh, it smells so good when you tore that up.
Thank you.
Ooh,
Sage
I'm
smells
so
like
excited to try.
Sage smells just like Thanksgiving.
Honey, well, this doesn't smell like Thanksgiving, but the sage.
Yeah,
does,
the sage, yeah.
The sage reminds you so much of our grandmother's dressing or whatever. And it's not going to be that overly sweet or that overly tangy barbecue sauce. You're going to get sweet, you're going to get tangy, you're going to get earthiness from the sage, you're going to get the crunch of the onion, and then you'll get just a little hint of smokiness. Now, the smokiness comes from the packet of seasoning that we use because they use smoked paprika in those chili seasonings. And smoked paprika is very expensive, so this is a good way to
When you see the pineapple
Yeah.
juice, you think it's going to be sweet, you think it's going to be, and it's not. Like, it just worked. It really, I mean, I'm telling you, this is amazing.
This is
Go to the
so
website,
good.
make it, and make me some and bring it down to the radio station tomorrow. That'd be great. I know we're on TV, but I'm just going to keep eating.
This is so good. Oh, wait. And I got to share the trick that he taught me because he
yeah.
knows this. He's now a Food Network star. When you're eating food on the air, because right now I'm like, how am I going to chew this in time to read this next thing? What's your secret?
Your secret is you take 2 bites and shove it into your jaw and you keep on talking. And honey, listen, I've got such a big mouth, I had to learn that a lot. So trust me, I just shove it in them
chicken
jaws.
breast right now.
I've got
I
a whole
can't believe
chicken.
I didn't know that. That's such a good trick. It definitely is.
It's brilliant.
Okay. Now, let's talk about your show.
Yes.
It premieres this week.
It premieres this Wednesday.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. How excited are you about it?
Honey, I'm so excited right now. I'm dancing behind this desk. You just can't see it.
He's clogging underneath
I'm
here.
clogging,
You never
honey.
know.
You get to judge, not be judged.
Yes.
That's the way.
Yes.
Exactly. This time I'm on this side of the table. I'm holding somebody else's fate in my hand.
That's right. Okay, Best Baker in America premieres September 27th at 10 p.m. on the Food Network. Such a treat having you here.
Well, thank you,
Thank
Lord,
you
honey.
so
I'm
much.
tickled to death to be here today.
All right, stay with us, everybody. We're back with your pet of the day.